Next question.
This is not next question. I'm holding you accountable. Do you consider yourself to be a responsible leader?
Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Once again, welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who is also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our beautiful country. Jordaan was shocked. You could tell the frustration, the shock. We are dealing with a younger version of parliamentarians. So, hey, guys, I don't want to hold you for long. Other people were like, Liam was rude. He was not supposed to talk like that to Jordaan. Others are saying Jordaan was rude. How can he say such things? And he didn't want to respond to the questions that were imposed by Liam. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to hold you. I'm just going to allow you to watch what transpired, and then I'll be back right at the end with my closing commentary. What do you think? Please share your views in the comment section. Was Tony Jordaan rude, or was Liam Jacobs rude? Who was rude between the two? Was Liam Jacobs wrong for dealing with Danny Jordaan the way he did? Let me know in the comment section.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chairperson, you know, we do it interpellation style here, and if I'm satisfied with the answer that I receive, I will stop it, and then we can carry on. Chairperson, through you, I'd like to ask Mr. Jordaan, do you believe in the concept of democracy? Can you please put your microphone on when you respond?
I'm a product of a struggle for democracy.
You have respect for the concept of democracy?
You're asking me a question that is self-evident.
Okay. Do you understand the importance of term limits?
I understand it. I was sitting here as a member of parliament.
Do you understand the importance of term limits?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware that you are one of the longest serving presidents of any football association on the planet? I'm not done. You are one of the longest serving on the planet.
It's
12 years almost.
It's not true.
Can you let me finish? I'm still busy with my interrogation here. And that there...
Honorable Chairperson.
They must ask the questions
just
and
order.
answer. Now he is engaging me now.
Point of order, Chairperson.
Let me make the following ruling. If honorable members ask a question, give Safa an opportunity to respond. If Safa respond, then we may ask the question. You may proceed.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Just a point of order, Chairperson.
Honorable Daniels.
Can we please, what I've witnessed here, it's not right. I witnessed my colleague, the Honorable Member Jacobs, talking to Dr. Jordaan and pointing his finger at him. That is very condescending. It is absolutely rude for a child to have that type of conduct to someone.
I'm a member of this house. You will not address me as a child.
And this is not how we must have. We must keep a decorum here when we talk to those people coming here. Thank you.
Honorable members, let's keep the decorum. I haven't seen the finger. If there was a finger pointed at Dr. Jordaan, I would like Honorable Liam Jacobs to apologize for that.
I apologize for that.
And I would like the Honorable Daniels also withdraw and address his colleagues as honorable members and not a child in this meeting.
Honorable Chairperson, because of my upbringing, I'm terribly sorry. I forgot I'm not at home where I deal with my children like that. So I withdraw, Chairperson.
Honorable Liam Jacobs, proceed.
Anyways, Chairperson, I would like to ask Mr. Jordaan, do you consider yourself a responsible leader?
Right.
Can he please switch his microphone on, Chair?
Chair, can I just understand? You said now, when we had the list of questions, that we'll have all the questions and then we'll answer. Is this now a deviation from that order that you said?
I agree, but I think the interpellation may be led to what the member has read. But maybe I have to appeal to the member to ask a direct question pertaining to the content and the submission that has been made. Honorable Khabo.
Chairperson, thank you very much. For progress' sake, I think it's only fair that you also take the Safa delegation into confidence in relation to how we conduct our engagements, whereby a member is either having liberty to submit questions in writing or ask all of those questions and allow the delegation to respond. And there is also an option for you to have a one-on-one interaction. Where I'll be asking you a direct question, I'll be expecting a response. So, President, you must not interpret it as an ambush. Probably the chair forgot to take you into confidence as to that's how we conduct our engagements. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Khabo. Honorable
Chair. So, President, you must not interpret it as an ambush. Probably the chair forgot to take you into confidence as to that's how we conduct our engagements. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Khabo. Honorable
Chair. And we never speak already. Yes. Can you give us 3 minutes? Because we are going.
Honorable Jacobs, proceed.
I've asked the question, does he consider himself to be a responsible leader?
Next question.
This is not next question. I'm holding you accountable. Do you consider yourself to be a responsible leader?
Did you look at my areas of responsibility? I was sitting where you are sitting.
I'm asking you, do you, it's a yes or no question.
I was sitting where you were sitting, and yes, I was a member of this parliament.
I'm asking, do you consider yourself to be a responsible leader?
The response was yes, Honorable Jacob.
Thank you very much. It's implied. In my hands, as I sit here, I have got something that I know you don't think that I have. But this here lists your full travel expenses up until about January 2024. On these travel expenses, you list an amount of 131,000 Rand to go to Ivory Coast and London from the 11th of January to the 14th of February. Then, second, you've been to Qatar twice on flights that could be no more than 15,000 Rand. That costs altogether 56,000 Rand and 31,000 Rand. This is obviously including accommodation as well. Then thirdly, I have you traveling to Vietnam for the Oceania Congress, which took place on 29 September to 3rd October 2023. What are we as South Africans doing in Vietnam at the Oceania Congress of an organization that only has 13 members, of which are thousands of kilometers away? Then, number four, you've traveled to Cameroon for the African Cup of Nations at 105,574 Rand, when a ticket to Yaoundé can cost no more than 14,000 Rand max. Then, you've also traveled to Morocco for 82,833 Rand, when that flight could cost no more than 20,000 Rand max. So that is why I ask if you are responsible, because we've heard the financial standing of your organization. And when we hear the financial standing of your organization, don't feel attacked. When we hear the financial standing of your organization, it becomes apparent that there's a lack of responsibility. There's a lack of accountability. Because who is actually holding you to account, sir? Who is holding you to account?
No, can I answer?
I'm asking who is holding you to account.
No, but I must explain to you.
Give Dr. Jordaan an opportunity to explain.
I had no business to go to Vietnam. You may know, or you may not know, that South Africa made a bid for hosting of the Women's World Cup. The CEO was with me. Tumi Dlamini was with me. Do you have their costs there? Do you have their flight ticket there? This is a campaign. It's a campaign, and you are part of it now. So we were in Vietnam, we made a presentation, we were lobbying to get the votes to host the Women's World Cup. Qatar, obviously, was a World Cup. And the World Cup is a 30-day period event. You can't pick major events that I've attended and put the costs. I don't travel to a World Cup every year or every day. World Cup is once every 4 years. And therefore the costs, not just for me, for everyone else. Do you have other members who also were at the World Cup?
I'm asking you. You're not the one that asks
but
me in this
you
meeting.
see, the fact that 10 people travel to the World Cup, you take one and say, this is it. I'd like to travel on your planes and pay 20,000 to go wherever. It's not
Chairperson,
real.
if I may.
It's not real.
If I may, Chairperson, if you are admitting to the fact that even more went, this balloons the cost at large, and there's a reason that I'm bringing this up. The reason I'm bringing this up is a matter of accountability. In my hands over here, I also have the fact that you consistently postpone meetings, that your organization is consistently postponing meetings. You've had your meeting on the 25th of Jan, and you are yet to have another meeting. That then got postponed March. That then got postponed again.
To major events. And by the way, I'm going to the World Cup again. And in the United States. And I don't think it's going to be 20,000 to go to the United States.
Chairperson, I am satisfied with the answer. As I have my own time, I'm very much satisfied with the answer. And I find it interesting that we are going to Qatar in 2022 when we don't even qualify. Chairperson, I'd like to move on to the CFO.
But President, Chair.
Chairperson, I'd like to move on to the CFO.
Just give me an opportunity. Let's give the
I am not
doctor an
Bafana
opportunity.
Bafana. I am an official. And when I go to the World Cup, I go and account to FIFA. I go and account. As a former member who delivered the World Cup. And when there's other World Cups, I get invited and I go and explain matters there. So it's not that the team must go, then I go. That's not the case. I'm a delegate. And I go regardless of whether the team qualifies or not.
Chairperson, I find it interesting.
Honorable Jacobs, I think proceed with your next question to the CFO.
I find it interesting that we are using Safa funds to attend FIFA events in that particular respect, but I'll continue to the CFO.
I
CFO.
represent Safa. I'm a delegate of Safa at FIFA.
CFO.
Don't you understand that?
CFO. I'll come back to you, Mr. Jordaan. The reason I ask this is, who's responsible for the financial decline of Safa?
It's the whole organization. It's the whole organization. It's executive management. It's the NEC. It's the whole organization.
Do you, as the leadership, accept responsibility for the financial decline of Safa?
Yes, we do.
You accept responsibility because it is under leadership like this where equity has worsened from 7 million, negative 7 million, to negative 14 million. This is a clear indicator of an organization that is in severe decline. And the reason I list this is because we can look at our current liabilities versus our current assets. And as somebody in the financial field, I'm sure you know what this would mean. Your current liabilities severely outweigh your current assets, meaning your ability to meet your expectations, your financial expectations, is severely hampered by the fact that your financial expectations are more than your ability to account for them. What do you make of that?
Can I respond to you, the chair of?
Yeah, if you can respond.
No, thank you. In response to that, yes, that was a situation. And I think what happened, that's why when I was appointed chair of the Audit and Risk Committee, my first challenge was to say, I think that we not budgeting correctly. That's why a lot of the financial difficulties result because of they haven't taken current performances of the team into consideration.
And if you watched up to here, I'd like to say thank you for watching my videos. Please do share your own views in the comment section. I'm looking forward to reading those. I'm certainly going to respond, but if not, I'm going to react to show that I appreciate your participation in my channel. And also what I've noticed with what happened between Jordaan and Liam Jacobs is that, you know, the older generation are a bit resistant towards being held accountable, as they seem to be stuck in the corrupt ways and they don't know how to move. And I'm just talking in general. That's why I'm talking general. I don't want to involve myself on who was rude and who was not. I'm going to ask you to do that in the comment section so that I hear your views. I'm trying to take the neutral ground here. I'm learning. I've been accused of not being neutral, yet I try every day to be neutral. Maybe I'm not trying enough, so I'm trying to push that so that I'm trying to push myself to that level where I remain neutral no matter the situation. So what are your views? Was Liam Jacobs rude? Was Danny Jordaan rude? Was Danny Jordaan uncomfortable because he was now uncomfortable being held accountable by somebody younger? Or was it because Liam Jacobs was really rude? Or are they stuck in the past whereby they just want to do their corruption in peace? Guys, the next time you pump into my videos, kindly watch my ads in full. That support really goes a long way. That's if you are on Wi-Fi and you have the time to do so. Do have yourself a gorgeous day.